Hi, and welcome to Mindful Creativity Time for Sleep. I'm Katie McCrae, and as you are probably aware, this video series is for people who are struggling maybe with falling back asleep. Many of us wake up in the middle of the night feeling anxious and have a hard time getting back to sleep. And one thing I like to do is do some crafting, do some different activities as you move your hands. We give our hands something to do when our minds are racing. And so this can help you unwind your mind, let you fall back asleep. And you don't have to do whatever it is I'm doing on any particular day. I just like to introduce different topics and talk a little bit about why they can be helpful and soothing. So today you can see here that I have a pillow, and this is actually a cover. So the inside of the pillow is a red pillow. It's a little bit dirty and it's got some burns on it because I keep it in front of my wood burning stove. I like to have a place to sit. And over time, the when I'm changing the wood or adding wood to the fire, little cinders fly out and fall on this and burn it. So I have this, I actually have three pieces of wool. This is a wool plaid, a wool tartan, and I've had them maybe 15 years, maybe 20. I bought them at a tag sale a long time ago, and I just knew they'd be good for something and never made them anything until into anything until now. So I really like hand sewing. I have two sewing machines that I hardly ever use, and partly it's because they're loud, and I find sewing with a sewing machine can be great, especially if you're doing a big project, but the feeling of the burst of when you push on the pedal and the stitches go through, it's a little bit stressful and jarring for me. Whereas hand sewing, even though it takes so much longer, is so soothing because I have control over the needle and I can really take my time and know where it's going. And it just feels very soothing to me to pull the stitches and pull the thread through the fabric. The other thing I like about this project is it's really easy to line everything up. So I don't have to do a lot of measuring. I can really see where the seams are. So, and it's very portable. That's the other thing about using a sewing machine. It's kind of tough in the middle of the night because it can be very noisy. You might have to go to a different room. So all the projects I have here on this channel are quiet. They're things that are simple. They don't take too much thought, which is good for the middle of the night. And also they're portable, so you can have it right next to the bed and just kind of sit there and do it. So you can see here I'm folding the inside in. I'm going to make sort of a little flap like so. And I've always really liked doing things with any kind of fiber. So this is a really kind of soft wool. It's not something I would necessarily wear next to me because I have very sensitive skin and it would be scratchy, but it's really soft, which again is really nice and soothing for sewing. So I'm going to go ahead and finish sewing this right here. I also like to, when I'm watching TV or again at night, I like to do hemming or fixing things. So, over the course of a lifetime or a week or a month, a lot of things come undone, buttons come off, or I'll find that I got some item of clothing from a thrift store and it doesn't quite fit, but I really like the fabric. So I have a little pile of projects, and it's really satisfying to go through and give something another life or to make something look a little bit better, drape properly, add a pocket, things like that. So anything like that is also very practical and very satisfying. Sometimes I get caught up in feeling like my creative projects are trivial or frivolous. They're not a good use of time. I actually have come a long way in terms of not focusing so much on the product and really enjoying the process and seeing the process itself as productive. But it's also sometimes nice to have a finished project or a goal in mind. So, if you're sewing with me, I hope that you're finding something that you enjoy doing. And also, I find that when I'm hand sewing, it kind of Makes me feel in touch with former generations of people, often women, who would sew, whether it was for work or pleasure, embroidering, things like that. It To me, it reminds me of quilting bees, where women would get together and quilt together. So it really has kind of a lot of positive connotations for me, and I hope it does for you too. So remember, this is something, sewing, any of these mindful creativity activities are things that you can do anytime, anywhere. And until next time, sleep tight, and I'll see you back here soon.